Hey, welcome back to the channel. You know, the biggest battles we fight aren't always out in the world. They happen right inside our own minds. And one of the most dangerous enemies up there? Pessimism. That little voice that tries to convince you everything's going wrong, that nothing is worth the effort. Now sure, life has its negatives. No denying that. A glass that's half full is also half empty. That's just reality. But pessimism? Oh, it wants you to believe that the glass is only half empty, that there's nothing left to appreciate, that no matter how hard you try, it's never enough. But here's the truth. You don't have to let that voice win. You've got to stand up to it, educate it, challenge it. Because pessimism, it's foolish. It lacks perspective. It tries to make you blind to the good that's right in front of you. So when it creeps in, you're reminded that yes, the glass may be half empty, but it's also half full. And if you're the one holding the glass, that means you have the power to fill it. This is about taking control, about being the one who decides where your mind goes, about battling the negativity before it takes root. And battles, real battles, aren't always gentle. In the summer of life, you have to be ready to fight. And you've got to love with the softness of a mother, but also protect like a father. A mother gives life. She nurtures. She builds. But make no mistake, nothing is more dangerous than an angry mother when something threatens what she loves. And a father? A father stands guard. He protects. He warns. And if that warning isn't enough, he eliminates the threat. This isn't about being soft or weak. It's about balance. About knowing when to give and when to stand your ground, when to love and when to fight. Because if you're not willing to battle for your mind, for your future, for the life you deserve, then who will? A man was deep in the Canadian wilderness, camera in hand, when he spotted something that seemed almost too perfect. A mother bear with her tiny cub. Without thinking, he raised his camera and snapped a photo. The flash burst through the trees, lighting up the night for a split second. But that one moment of innocent curiosity turned into a nightmare. The mother bear, startled and enraged, charged without hesitation. The man turned to run, but there was no escaping her wrath. In seconds, she was upon him, claws tearing into his back, massive teeth sinking into his neck. He was on the brink of death when, by some stroke of fate, someone intervened, pulling him away from the beast just in time. A harsh lesson learned. Never underestimate a mother's instinct to protect. Love like a father, but hate like a mother. Give life like a mother, but take life like a father. It doesn't matter how you phrase it. The point is, you have to nourish what's important to you. Your values, your family, your work, your people. You feed what matters. You strengthen what you care about. You protect what makes you who you are. But there's another side to this. You don't just build, you also fight. Because anything that threatens what you've built, anything that comes to take what's yours, must be dealt with. Look at your own body. Your bloodstream is the perfect example. Red blood cells exist to nourish, to transport oxygen, to keep you alive. But that's not enough, is it? Because every single day, threats exist. Infections, bacteria, invaders looking for any weakness to attack. That's why your white blood cells exist. To kill. They don't hesitate. They don't negotiate. They hunt. They destroy. They do what must be done. You think they spend time thinking positive thoughts? Number. They're on high alert all the time, waiting for anything that threatens the body's survival. The second they see danger, they go to war. That's exactly how you need to be. Whatever threatens your values, your family, your dreams, take the sword to it. If it's doubt, cut it down. If it's fear, face it and strike first. If it's an outside force trying to break what you've built, you meet it with force. Because anything that seeks to kill your future should be dealt with before it even gets the chance. Protect your family, protect your future, and protect the values that define you. Love, nourish, and stand strong, but also be ready to fight when the battle comes knocking. Take strength from those who have walked this path before, the ones who stood on this very stage and shared their stories. They've endured, they've struggled, and they've conquered. Let their experiences fuel your courage, and when the summer arrives, embrace both the battle and the nourishment it brings. And then comes the harvest, the season of reaping what you have sown. When that time arrives, embrace it fully and take ownership of what comes your way. Complaints have no place in the season of rewards. They start as a whisper, an infection creeping in, and if left unchecked, they spread into something far worse. Stand firm against the urge to complain. Accept the results, whether they are abundant or scarce, because they are yours. The seeds were planted by your hands. The choices were made by you. Every call you placed, every letter you sent, every moment of discipline or distraction. When the harvest arrives, own it. Stand tall and say, this is my work, this is my result, and I take full responsibility. And when success comes, do not apologize. When you have given your best, when you have uplifted lives and made an impact, there is no need for apologies. Those who have walked this stage, who have gone back to their communities, do so with their heads high. The money they earn is not just currency. It's a reflection of the people they've helped, the lives they have changed, and the difference they've made. Imagine the ripple effect, the countless individuals who were lifted because someone had the courage to step up. When you return home, when you stand among your people, do not shrink back. Stand firm. You have done the work. You have touched lives. And for that, you deserve every single reward that comes your way.